right, is everybody set back there?
I'm all set.
I'm all set.
I'm all set.
How about the princess?
I'm all set.
I'm all set.
Okay, here we go.
Movie Magic with Tim Burton, the movie maestro.
Hello, how are you? Showing at cinemas everywhere right now, Crazy Stupid Love, which stars Steve Carell, who is always funny, isn't he? Let's be honest. You just have to look at Steve and he just makes you laugh, especially when you think of his Bruce Almighty cameo, as well as Anchorman, the worst weatherman ever, but in a good way. I tell you who knows quite a few things about comedies and relationships whenever they intertwine is Tracey Cox. And this is what she had to say about Crazy Stupid Love when I chatted to her earlier.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. This movie delivers lots of laughs and lots of romance, I believe.
It does deliver lots of romance. It talks about love in very many different forms, which I quite like. It's basically about a guy who is forced to get out there dating after his wife has an affair and the relationship breaks down with very funny consequences. And he's taken, the character played by Steve Carell is taken under his wing by Ryan Gosling, very gorgeous looking Ryan Gosling, called Jacob, who's a real player. And he sort of schools him in the art of how to pick up women. So with hilarious consequences, as you can imagine. So it's a very funny film, very feel-good film.
And Oscar winner Julianne Moore is the love interest, isn't she?
Well, she's the wife, actually. She's the one that was very naughty with Kevin Bacon, a character who's played brilliantly by him. But the film's really good because it sort of looks at old love compared to new love. It looks at because the character played by Ryan Gosling is a real player and he meets somebody who makes him change. Can a leopard change its spots? And also the main theme is like what it's like to get out there dating when you haven't been out there for an awfully long time, if ever. Because in Cal's case, he's only ever been out with one person and only ever slept with one woman, so he's completely bamboozled by the whole thing.
Bamboozled, I love that word. That's like the episode of Friends, was it? They all trying to play bamboozled. But tell me this, Tracy, the way you always, I'm sure over your lifetime you've had some terrible chat-up lines. I haven't, but tell me this, do chat-up lines actually work in real life? Or?
No, they don't, and I wish no one would compute this fact because they really don't. It might work when you're Ryan Gosling looking like that, but he could probably get away with anything. But I think in real life, the minute women think to themselves this line's been used on someone else, they just run very fast in the other direction. So forget about the chat-up lines. If you must pay a compliment, actually compliments are good, but they've got to be genuine. You can't say to somebody, if you say to some girl, you look like you've fallen from heaven, she's just going to roll her eyes and walk away. But if you say, you've got the best smile I've ever seen, and she really does have the best smile that you've ever seen, you're going to get a date. So if you keep it specific to the person and very individual, you'll find, but forget the cliche shut-up lines. They just don't work.
No, good. Thanks, Tracy, for confirming that. All right, so Crazy Stupid Love is at cinemas everywhere this weekend. Perfect for a first date movie.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Weaver, oh my God, wow, what happened?
Mrs. Weaver said she wanted a divorce, and I jumped out of the car.
Cal?
Well,
Honey, Cal?
kids good? Everybody good?
Dad? Oh.
Oh, hey, buddy, I didn't see you standing there.
You're getting a divorce?
Well, yes.
Jess, did Molly get you dinner okay?
And you jumped out of a moving car?
I did. I jumped out of a moving car.
Did she fight you on the broccoli?
No, she didn't fight me.
She always fights me on the broccoli.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
I'm sorry you jumped out of a car.
I'm sorry if she fought you on the broccoli.
So let's find out what you went to see last weekend.
Tim Burton's box office top 10 chart.
At number 10, it's 30 Minutes or Less, which stars Jesse Eisenberg playing himself, yet again, really. But no, he does play a pizza delivery guy in this, and he gets kidnapped by monkey mask-wearing crooks, and actually tie a bomb to his chest, and inform him he's got like a mere few hours to rob a bank, or else.
Pay attention to the cuddly bear there on the barrel. Ring, ring, ring. Hello, bear, how's it going? What do you mean you couldn't rob the bank? It was too hard? Well, that's a shame, my stuffed buddy, because time is up. Whew. I like that bear. I don't even know you.
This co-stars Danny McBride, who once again is completely unfunny. I don't know who finds him funny. At number 9 is One Day. Number 8, Rise of the Planet of the Apes is still scoring high after 6 weeks. Number 7, not as funny as many hoped. It's I Don't Know How She Does It. Many wish they hadn't done it at all. Number 6, it's The Smurfs in 3D, which is kind of scary. It's done so well. £15.5 million it's made. Well, the kids love it anyway. Number 5, it's The Change Up.
Number 4.
Moody visuals and very dynamic directing, it's Jane Eyre.
3.
Number 3.
Friends with Benefits, Justin Timberlake.
2.
Number 2.
The Inbetweeners are going to be returning on the big screen once again. A sequel to the Inbetweeners movie has been promised, so watch this space. And at
Number 1.
Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. A film which reminds us that Gary Oldman is just not in enough movies.
I want to talk about loyalty, Toby. Control recruited you, didn't he? Found you starving in a museum in Vienna. A wanted man. Saved your life, I heard. And yet when the time came, when it came to picking sides between him and Alaline, you didn't hesitate.
Tim Burton's Movie Magic.
Coming next week, we'll have a look at Batman Live, the World Arena Tour, which lands in the Odyssey in Belfast. I'm Tim Burton. I'll see you at the movies.